Welcome to Realty Reality. This week we're in Victoria, and doggone it if we won't be seeing some great homes with these two dog lovers.
You start first.
Look at the camera. You go first. My name is Justin Villebrun. I'm an entrepreneur. I do music as well as a hobby. I play guitar, I play with a band called the Hultanes, actually, here in Victoria.
They're awesome.
And I currently live with Tennille Tasker, my girlfriend. And things are going great. If you're wondering, things are going really awesome. I just knew. I knew she was the one.
Victoria is the capital city of British Columbia. It's a city where the total region has around 400,000 people living in it. And it's known traditionally as being the city of the newlyweds and the nearly dead. I think that's changing a little bit. We're seeing a bit more young professionals.
I'm Tennille, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a promotional company doing videos.
What's your company called?
Bottega Creative. We do promos and commercials and a lot of trailers for upcoming TV shows.
Victoria, the capital of BC, is known for its historic buildings, rich history, and high teas. But it also has some new school charm. Along with the young tech-savvy population that's cropped up across the city, Victoria's year-round good weather also attracts outdoorsy types, fitness fanatics, and people with dogs. Lots of dogs.
I have a beagle named Seamus.
And I have a little Maltipoo, whose main role in life is to be a companion.
Yeah,
and his name is Ollie.
It's so nice to be with somebody who also has a dog and understands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a perfect mix, and now they love each other. They're inseparable.
Yeah.
Pet owners really love their animals and will cater their lifestyle to provide the services and amenities that the pets need. In this case, we've got two small dogs, and they need to have a quiet, walkable neighborhood with sidewalks, access to parks, and ideally a fenced yard.
The items on our wish list are a location that's kind of central would be nice. A garage would be great. A fenced yard for the dogs.
It'd be nice to have a place where, because I work from home, so it'd be awesome to have a studio for where I'm working, but also it'd be cool to probably have a place where you can jam and do your music and write music and everything too.
Our price range is from $450 to I think $550.
Yeah, $550.
So obviously something in the higher price range would be nice to have some kind of suite.
Welcome back to Victoria. Our buyers, Tennille and Justin, are looking for their first home together, and this dog-loving couple has a few items on their wish list, including a home that's centrally located, has a garage, a fenced yard for their two dogs, and a bedroom or studio space, all for under $550,000. First on our Victoria search is a mid-century home in the heart of Fairfield, just south of downtown Victoria. Including a potential mortgage helper in the basement, the asking price for this home is $669,000.
Welcome, come on in. Hi, Tennille.
Nice to see you again.
Justin?
Hi, nice to see you again.
Babe.
Welcome. Here we are in the living room right away.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a really good size. It's got some really nice character details, which I think are kind of special. Corner windows that are facing south, so lots of light coming through. Beautiful original fireplace from 1949 with glass tile.
And this is my absolute favorite color, so that's kind of cool.
Perfect. And an interesting thing in this house, the radiators are actually set into the wall, which gives you a little bit more space to work with and makes having curtains easier if you want to do that. So yeah, we've got a nice entertainment-sized living room. I know you guys are looking for a place where you can fit a piano.
Yeah.
And here we are. Let's move into the dining room. This house has the original glass doorknobs and also some nice beveled glass in these French
Oh,
doors.
I really love that. Really into vintage.
Also the cute octagonal window, which is a nice feature.
That is cool. Oh, wow.
So this has got the vaulted ceilings, and it's all been redone from top to bottom.
I love that.
Yeah, very bright. Lots of light in here.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about kitchens is they have to be bright.
It's got these really nice slide-out pantry cabinets.
Oh, right
Cool.
on.
You can keep all your stuff in there. And also, I know with your dogs, access to the outside is quite important. And right behind here, we've got a door into the fenced backyard.
Nice.
Right on.
We'll go take a look at the yard a little bit later. Literally white picket fence. Got the bathroom over here to your right.
Nice.
It's all been redone with a new tub, new sink, and a new bathtub.
It's a lot of space in here.
Yeah, and like, is there storage under here? Oh, nice. Sorry, I lifted your skirt.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Proper bedroom, room for some furniture, another corner window. Why don't you take a look in the closet? You go first.
Whoa, it's actually really big in here. Oh, there's a little step. Oh, it goes all the way through. Cool.
That's
Hey,
cool.
babe. Oh, where'd it go?
That's crazy.
This
could be a lot of fun.
Again. Wait till the dogs find this. So down here, we've got a ton of unfinished space,
Yeah.
basically waiting for someone's creative ideas.
Wow.
This would be a potential spot for some music or just extra space, and keep coming this way. Even got more unfinished space.
Wow. The ceiling height is pretty high for a basement.
Yeah, it's actually high enough that you could do something with it.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
totally turn it into a living space.
Take a look what we have here. An already existing secondary suite.
Nice.
And a space like this would rent for around $700 a month, which really helps to cover your monthly mortgage expenses. So this is a really nice example of a mid-century, late 1940s home. It's been very well maintained, only had 2 owners in its existence.
It was really big and nice and spacious and really bright. I really like bright homes. Totally would want to redo the suite.
It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I like the little element. Looks like it set the whole house on fire.
Yeah. But it still is a little area where you could
Yeah.
have a guest down there. So, I mean, and there was a bathroom down there, right?
Yeah, there's a bathroom.
So
it has a
it's-
good structure.
I think for Justin and Tennille, this is a little bit more house than what they were thinking about. I think that the price point is beyond what they were considering, but I think when you factor in the potential rental income from the lower suite, from an affordability standpoint, it could actually be a little bit better for them than some of the other options might be.
This home sits on a corner lot. Corner lots can offer you a little more outdoor space, but sometimes present other challenges. Let's check in with an expert.
One of the problems with this yard that I would perceive right off the bat is being a corner lot, it has issues with privacy and what the bylaws say where you can have a fence, okay? So here, at this point, we have a low white picket fence, which is 4 feet tall. And as you can see over here, there is a 6 foot high, very private fence on that side. The bylaw is not allowing you to put up a fence. And so what are we gonna do? My suggestion here would be, we need to use some kind of evergreen screen of plants. My choice here would be using cedars up to about where the sun ends, and then from where the sun ends into the shade, all along here I would try to get some large species rhododendrons and have them grow up into that area, and that eventually as time moves on, they will grow and thicken and green, and you'll have year-round screening, and that will make this yard private, which will be an absolute asset to this landscape.
Our next house is a bit further from downtown, but still centrally located in the Mayfair area of Victoria. Measuring in at just over 1,600 square feet, it falls nicely under budget at $459,000.
Well, welcome. Let's have a look.
Wow.
This is a 1949 house, and we're in the Mayfair area of Victoria. And this is the living room. What do you think?
It's really interesting, like with the way that they painted it.
Yeah, I think they did tape across the wall and then a few different colors.
Looks like a paint swatch.
Paint's always easy to change.
Yeah, I know.
That's not
Oh,
to
I
your
know,
taste.
yeah.
Color is the easiest thing to
It
change.
does look like things fun.
What do you think about the fireplace and the wood burning insert?
I really like that.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. All these houses have cool fireplaces.
Let's go take a look at the kitchen.
Oh.
Why don't you open up that first cabinet there? I want you to check out something interesting in the
This
back.
one?
Absolutely.
Whoa,
There's the original wallpaper.
They little dogs on it.
Thought you'd like that.
Cute.
So we've got a nice sized eat-in kitchen, and we've got Cheerio the cat enjoying themselves on the stove, trying to keep warm.
Don't turn that element on.
So we've got an eating area at the back, galley-style kitchen, access to the patio, and there's also access here to the basement.
Oh, sweet.
We've got a side door out to the driveway, and lots of extra living space down here.
There's lots of doors to the outside, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, finished basement down here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the current owner has been using this as a in-law or extra family accommodation.
Okay.
And I could see it also being potentially a great home office too, that's sort of removed from the living portion of the house to
Yeah.
give you some good separation. We've got a guest bedroom over here. We've got a small but totally functional kitchen.
Oh, there's even a kitchen down here. This is like newly renovated in here. This is nice. I like this bathroom.
I noticed that one thing with this house, it does have an oil furnace, and I know that you were looking to find something with probably natural gas if you could. That'd be an upgrade you could look into, but you need to see if the gas line is on the street.
That's true. Yeah, because currently the place that we're at right now has oil, and it's really expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to go ahead and take a look at the bedrooms?
Yeah.
Perfect, right back through the door we came in. We've got a full bathroom with new fixtures.
Right on.
And then right in here to the first bedroom.
Okay.
And the current homeowner is using this as an office, and I know that you guys work from home, and I could see you using the space in the same way. Also a nice bonus, it's got a door right here to the lovely back patio.
Oh, here's the bedroom.
Master bedroom.
Wow, chandelier.
It's a pretty special chandelier, lots of light, double closet, and a nice window out to the street that opens.
She definitely had interesting decorative taste, so I think there'd be a lot of renos on that.
Yeah, aesthetic things are always a personal choice,
Yeah.
and paint and wallpaper are pretty easy things to change. We've got a really lovely back patio. Great
Oh,
table. And then look at this tranquil pond down here.
Oh wow, I really love this.
It's a little bit of a sanctuary in the city. Now, one thing I know is going to be an issue for you guys is you have the 2 dogs and you need a fenced yard.
Yeah.
We've got partial fencing along this side and along the back. Might have to look at doing something a little bit different along the driveway side here.
Yeah.
But fencing is not that big of a deal. Now, Neil, I noticed one of the things you talked about was that you have a hobby in refinishing furniture and doing lots of crafts. Take a look at this space. Wouldn't this be just absolutely perfect for that?
Wow. This
Lots
is
of room to store projects that you're in the middle of working on,
Yeah.
keep all the mess out of the house, and all your yard equipment, bicycles. Just a great
Yeah, it's
utilitarian space.
really good.
I really like this place. I really like the yard outside. It's a cozy little place. The couple drawbacks, you know, the windows, the single pane windows, and the oil heat, that's gonna get pretty expensive in the wintertime. On the plus side, you know, there's a lot of space outside. And I mean, there's the office, which we can use for a studio, and the whole downstairs, lots of room for jamming. Garage outside with this little craft area for Tennille. So I haven't seen her around, I don't know where she is, but I think she liked this place as well.
This backyard has some gorgeous landscaping features, including a pond. Here's our expert with some tips.
An important thing to think about if you're deciding you want a pond in your landscape, which I highly recommend, is where to situate it. And it's a common thought or something I hear really often is people think that, oh, I have this sort of low area where in the winter it accumulates water and I think that would be the best place for the pond, or people just assume that that's the place to do it because it's already pondy. The opposite is true. This pond has an impermeable layer. When moisture gathers in the winter in the form of what's called hydrostatic pressure, that'll push the liner up and actually displace your pond. So you actually want to have your pond in an area of good drainage. You don't want to be putting your pond in an area that accumulates water in the winter. One of the most important things if you're having fish is to have a hiding place for the fish. So that way no herons or eagles or raccoons can get at them. Another really important thing in a pond is having an oxygenator plants, and actually here you can see the bubbling up is water movement. You don't just want to have still water because you know what's going to end up happening. You're going to end up breeding mosquitoes. So it's really important to produce oxygen in the pond, and this bubbler is doing that.
Our last house takes us into Vic West to an area called the Rail Yards. This strata development is known for its bright colors, and although it's the first townhouse on our search, it still has plenty of space with just under 1,600 square feet of living space. It's listed for $549,000.
I wanted to show you guys something a little bit different. I know we've seen a couple of detached single-family homes, and this one is actually a townhouse. And we're located here in the Rail Yards, just across the Bay Street Bridge in Vic West, very close to downtown Victoria. This particular townhouse is really unique in that if you take a look down the side here, it's actually not connected to the next townhouse to any of its living space. There's a mechanical room in between, but you've got a little bit more privacy for making noise, whatever it is that you need to do. Strata grounds are maintained as part of your strata fee.
Oh.
So that's just not something that you'd have to deal with.
Even the mowing?
Absolutely.
Oh,
You don't even need to buy gardening tools.
sweet.
So just behind this gate is the backyard. Not a lot of space.
No, but it's just enough for the dogs to poop on. So.
Absolutely. And there's a little terrace here that you could landscape up with some patio chairs, whatever it is that you'd like to do. So we've got a nice bright foyer here. I just want to point out this little feature. There's actually a dog door here that goes directly into the fenced part of the yard. So you don't have to wake up early in the morning to let the dogs out. They can take care of it themselves.
That's awesome, especially when we're gone. If we leave home, they can just let themselves out.
Absolutely. We've got a ground floor office. This is really nicely removed from the main living space.
And a perfect napping area.
And it's got a door to the outside, so if you did have a client come to see you, they can come in through the yard without going into your personal space, which I thought could be nice for your business clients.
Yeah. These floors are super sweet.
So the first thing you really notice is this property is only 9 years old, whereas the other two that we've seen are approximately 60 years old. And there's clearly some differences that come with that. You get the wall windows, the really open concept living space, and just due to its like relative newness, everything is in really nice shape. Not a whole lot to do here. We've got a nice upper elevated patio right off of the living room.
Nice and bright in here as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and a lot of counter space.
I think it's really nice how they've got this just band of windows that wrap straight up to the corner and then around. So stainless steel appliances, nice cabinetry, and
Yeah, no, this is perfect. And there's a little Prosecco chiller there.
oh, that always comes in handy. There's yet another bathroom.
What?
This one's a full 4-piece,
Wow.
perfect for guests. This is a master bedroom. We haven't really seen one yet. This is one that's wonderful.
This is awesome. Oh, babe, it has ensuite. That's one thing we really want.
So here's a property that's less than 10 years old, this unit. It's been very well maintained, and it's got plenty of space for them. It's very efficiently laid out, and there's really a good lifestyle option here for them. Not a lot of work to do inside or outside, and I think that that appeals to a couple of young professionals.
Amazing house, that is.
Loved it.
Loved it. Sold.
We'll take two.
We'll take 2 of those. Is there more?
While our 2 canine lovers decide on a home, let's check out what's happening with our renos. The addition of the 3rd bedroom in this previously 2-bedroom home is coming along nicely. Let's take a look.
So part of this project was to add a 3rd bedroom to the house. 2-bedroom houses are obviously less desirable than 3-bedroom houses. In this case, we had the option to do it, and it was fairly straightforward. There was a bit of a dysfunctional space upstairs where the stairs sort of went straight up into an open space. So by adding a door at the top of the stairs and closing that room off, we effectively added a 3rd bedroom to the house. We had to custom mill a door, again, to fit the space. In this case, we had to take a bit off the top and make it a little bit narrower. But it's still totally functional. There's lots of headroom and lots of shoulder room to get through. It took a while to get it right, but the end result is well worth it. A relatively cost-effective way to add significant value to this house.
The 3rd bedroom looks great. Next week, the guys are going to be taking their hammers outdoors. And coming up, we'll check back in with our home buyers to see what they've decided. Nick's taken dog lovers Justin and Tennille to see some great homes in Victoria. Were any of them good enough to drool over?
Having seen them all, let's maybe start talking first about the townhouse one, actually.
Initially, at first sight, it's like, wow, it's really nice.
It had that wow factor.
Yeah.
When you walk inside, it feels like turn the key and drive away. Kind of, it's ready to be lived in right away.
Yeah.
Very
Has a
comfortable,
dog door.
modern. Dog door, yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That was a bonus.
Yeah.
But then we talked about it and thought about it more logically.
Hey, no, it's an important and big decision.
And it is more expensive, and the other thing too is that the things that any of the things that we didn't love about it, unfortunately, we can't really change those things.
No, fair comment. It's you can't knock out a wall and expand it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
The Mayfair house with the great workshop. What were your first impressions on walking into that home?
It needed a lot of work.
Okay.
That was one thing looking into it. It's like, okay, it's a great base, but it does need a lot of TLC.
Okay.
The must-haves in that would be to get the windows done.
Yeah.
So that we're not spending so much on the oil heat, and maybe some appliances, and then we'd be good to go. Really just the windows and the appliances are the big ones.
There's a cashback incentive if you switch the oil back to make it more energy efficient. So that's a really good bonus for everything as well too.
Yeah, and I would say generally, if you are going to be making some energy efficiency improvements, like going to a gas furnace or improving the windows, the sooner you do that into the period of home ownership, the more time you have to benefit from the savings that you recognize.
Absolutely.
So I think that would definitely really good things to jump on right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So I guess lastly, the character home in Fairfield. First impressions.
Kitchen was awesome.
Yeah.
Loved the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen was very nice.
Downstairs suite, totally rentable if we need to. Yeah, there was a lot, and then the garage as well.
So having said all of that, and with some of the comments that you've made, I kind of have a sense as to what you're thinking.
Wait, how about you guess?
Well, I think based on location and price point, I think that the Mayfair one really catches your eye, and I think that
No, yeah.
you can't fool me, and
Yeah.
I can really see why that one works for you.
Yeah, we like the fact that the things that we don't like about it, we can change them. I think it's definitely doable and making it very livable and an excellent place. So.
Do you want to see what we can make happen there for you?
Most definitely.
Yes, please.
Excellent. All right, well, let's go put some paperwork together.
Sounds
Let's see
good.
if we can't get you guys a home.
Thanks a lot.